Hi guys, it's Jamie from BigGuestPosting.com, and in this video I'm just going to give you a walkthrough of our new system we've developed and how it works and what it can do for your business. So topics we'll basically go through a really quick overview of what guest posting is and what it can do for your business, what our system is, how to use our system, and then the tips for really getting the most out of this system. So what is guest posting? Guest posting is basically a term that's used to describe when basically a website allows another website to add content onto their website. So for example, if I was to allow guest posting, then it would basically just mean that I'd let other people publish their content on my website. In exchange for that, normally there's a backlink, a do follow backlink. Not always, but most of the time there is. And it has the effect, the obvious SEO effect of, the link juice from those guest posting links. And it also helps, really grow your brand. If you find a nice niche related, guest posting opportunity, you can reach an audience that you just, might never have heard of you before. Okay, so that's all the really simple stuff out of the way. So what is BigGuestPosting.com? So we've basically compiled what we believe to be the internet's largest database of websites that allow guest posting. So in our database, we've currently got around just over 50,000 now websites that allow guest posting, and we have very advanced algorithms to find these websites. And basically, once we found them, we put them in our database, and then we also go and grab key metrics as well, such as MOZ domain authority. For those of you who don't know what that is, MOZ domain authority, or MOZDA as most people call it, it's basically just a kind of third-party replacement for Google PageRank. So it's a rough indication of how important that website is, how strong a link will be from that website. Sometimes it can be a little bit off, but as a general rule of thumb, a domain with a MOZDA of 50 will be much more powerful than one of 20, and if you get a good link from that powerful website, it will really help your SEO. We've also grabbed basically the social metrics for each website. So whenever we find a website that allows guest posting, we grab the Twitter handle and the Facebook page off the website, and then we grab, we count how many followers does this, how many people like this page and how many followers do they have on Twitter, and that you can search by those criteria. So a lot of people use that for filtering out PBNs, because sometimes you get these great domains that just expire because the company goes bankrupt, or the blogger moves to a different domain or moves into a different niche or something, and these domains expire, and then people buy them and then kind of sell guest posts on them sometimes. So if a domain's got like a really strong DA, and then the social profile doesn't really match that, or the social profile hasn't been updated in like ages, then you can kind of get a feel whether it's a dodgy website or not. But most of the time you shouldn't have to worry about that. It's only a very small percentage really, of websites that are like that. Okay, so let's see the system in action. So we're going to go with just a simple search for now. Fitness. You can have multiple search terms in there if you want. The more you have though, the slower it will be, just a little bit slower. Got a website address in there. Let's just leave that like that for now. So This is how much domain authority each website in our index, that in our database that allows guest posting, must have. So if you only want links from really strong websites, then you can crank it up a bit, but just keep in mind it will limit the amount of results you get back. Social reach, so that, like I said before, that's their combined Twitter and Facebook reach. Deep search, now to find websites that are relevant to you, a lot of people, they kind of just put their niche into Google and then add the guest posting keyword variants like guest post for us or become a writer and things like that, and a lot of the time they kind of miss out more broader websites, broader niches that won't be returned in their search queries. And what the deep search option does, it basically finds keywords that are frequently accompanying your main keywords up here. So for example, if you put in fitness, then our system knows that all these other websites that allow guest posting that are to do with fitness, they normally also have a niche keyword of health in there as well. So if you've got deep search on, although you've only entered fitness in there, it will also bring back results for the keyword of health, because it knows it's able to work out through kind of basic machine learning that it is a highly related keyword. So that does make it a little bit slower, but it's a great option to have because you will find guest posting opportunities that you would have just completely missed before. And it also does a few other things like looking at the homepage content for keywords, whereas if you have it off, it doesn't do that. Okay, so we'll leave it off though for now because I want this just to be a quick search. So we're just firing through the database now, and there we go. Really quick. See, even with deep search off, we've got 656 results that accept guest posting. So let's just go through what's in the results table here. So website, it's pretty self-explanatory really. That's a domain that allows a guest post. Details, so that's basically just a quick way of seeing whether it's relevant for you. So you can just open the website up, but you can also just hover over there and it'll show you the title, description and keywords of the website. DA, should be obvious, domain authority. So that's how powerful Moz thinks the website is. And that's out of 100, score out of 100. Don't read too much into that. As I said, it's a rough guide of how powerful it is. Facebook likes, so if they've got a page, how many likes it's got, and how many Twitter followers they've got, that'll give you a rough indication of the the kind of traffic that they get. And what you'll generally find is the higher the DA, the higher the social reach, because they normally kind of go hand in hand. If a website's got loads of links to make it have a high DA, they've probably got quite a social presence as well. Dropped here, so as I was talking about earlier, very occasionally domains can expire and then people can buy them and kind of sell guest posts on them. It doesn't happen very often, but this will give you kind of a little bit of a helping hand in deciding whether a website is doing that. So basically a tick means that it's never been expired, so no one could have brought it to to sell it as a guest post farm sort of thing. Question mark just means that we couldn't get the results for it, so we're not sure. And that magnifying glass means it has expired in the past, which doesn't necessarily mean anything bad. So just have a look at it. If it all looks fine, if the content looks good, if the websites they're linking to look fine, then it probably is fine. But just do your homework if you see that. and you can actually click it and get some more information about the domain and what's happened to it. So match, that basically just tells you why we believe it is a match. So in this instance, we believe that this website is a match with your search query because it has fitness in the home page's title. By default, they're sorted by relevancy. You can sort them by MozDA and social reach, but just keep in mind when you sort them by MozDA, you'll lose the relevancy there. But if you sort by MozDA and you don't have deep search on, then you'll get pretty relevant stuff anyway. And here we have the guest posting page. That's just a hyperlink to the page we found that either describes about guest posting on their website, or it is a guest post from an author. Flag. So occasionally, because it's an automated system, sometimes we pick up websites that are talking about guest posting as opposed to it being an actual guest post or a page describing how to guest post on their website. It only happens very occasionally, and if you do see any of those, please do click the flag button there and it will filter it out of your results, and if enough other people flag it, then it will filter out of all the results for everyone. So if everyone flags anything that isn't relevant, then it will make the system even more accurate. But like I said, it doesn't happen very often. It's only very rarely that happens. Now before we finish, we'll just go over some tips for best to get the best results out of it. The more broad words you can use to describe your niche in there, the more results you'll get. So let's do some examples. Say you have a fitness blog for seniors or something like that. So you'd have fitness in there, exercise, senior exercise, kind of broad words to describe your niche. Don't put things in there like like the keywords you're actually trying to rank for individual articles, like best exercise for over 60s and things like that, because it won't give you very good results. Describe broadly your niche and use as many words to describe it broadly as you can, and you will get really good results. You'll find websites that you just have never heard of before. You'll find websites that you had no idea accepted guest posts. That is by far the best way to use the system. And before we go, we'll just touch on deep search again. So there's a good accurate description there really, but basically it will be slower, and you may get a few results that are a bit of a stretch for your niche, but you will find some results that you would have never found if you'd have searched Google manually for things that you thought were related to your website. And that's it, guys. So I hope you've enjoyed this rather informal walkthrough video. As you can tell, I'm not a sales guy. I'm a software developer. I love what I do. I love helping people grow their businesses. Flashy internet marketing sales really isn't my thing. I've been in internet marketing for years and I can't stand all that. So anyway, I hope you've enjoyed it, and I'm sure that you'll get some great results out of the system. It's great for getting strong white hat quality links that'll really rocket your website, and it's great for growing your brand, exposing your brand to people who just would never hear of your brand without those guest posts. So thanks for watching, guys.